returned to the channel. I am very excited to be making this video. First of all, this is so, incredibly random, but if any one of y'all has gotten to try the new iOS 26 update for iPhones, let me know in the comments, because, honestly, that shit's so fire, man. I made my, the numbers, really big. And it's also, if you see this green screen back here, it's because I'm using it for upcoming videos. So, stay tuned. But this video is going to be a showcasing of my humble little collection of Wii video games. Now, I'm going to first preface with the fact that I've never played a Wii up until this point in life at 23 years old. But that being said, I've always wanted to play a Wii, right? I've always wanted a Wii, ever since I was a kid. And, the first console that I ever got was an Xbox 360. And I remember playing that console around 7 years old. And I think one of the very first games that I played on that was Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. And that game will always hold a special place in my heart. But after that was the PlayStation 3, and my family, we rocked with the PlayStation 3 for about, at least 5 years. So we played that, but, part of me always wanted a Wii, I've seen my friends and just family friends or whatever, and some of them had Wiis, right? And they would have these Wiis, and they would be playing these all these crazy games, mainly Mario themed games, which you couldn't find on any other of the consoles, like PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that. So I was always envious a little bit, because I wanted to play Mario. I wanted to play all these Wii games, especially the Mario games, because it was just something about Mario. I remember there was this one time where it was a family friend, and we went down into their basement, and it was this massive game room, right? And they were playing, I think it was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, right? They were playing that, and ever since that, I don't know, something just struck, it was crazy. So yeah, and that was a memory that I'll never forget. It was so weird. I just kind of watched them play it. I didn't play it myself, but it looked so fun, man. It looked unlike any other type of game before that I've seen. But but we never got a Wii, and I've always wanted to play one, so I think a month or so ago, maybe like 2 months, I got a Wii, and with that, I started searching for games that would be like games that I've always wanted to play, but also games that, I feel maybe I'd get some enjoyment out of. But, with that being said, let's get started. I'm showing this collection that I have so far. I think it's not even like, I think it's only like 9 games and counting, because I'm definitely getting more. But speaking of new Super Mario Bros. Wii, this was one of the first Wii games that I got. This was the first one that I wanted to search for, was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Each and every Wii game that I'll be showcasing has like a little bit of playtime on it, because I haven't had the Wii for that long. But but I'm gonna be playing these games more often over the next however long that I have these games. But I played this a little bit, and honestly, it's incredibly fun. It's like everything that I expected. It's it's weird because I've always wanted to play like with 4 players, like the game intends you to play like with 4 players. But like I feel this degree of like, I'm gonna set this to the side. I feel this degree of like, I don't want to say FOMO, but it's like, I don't know what emotion to call this, but it's like back when the Wii was a thing, like, and it was poppin', I didn't have a Wii, right? And everyone else did. So they were able to get their fix and their fill of their time with the Wii. Meanwhile, I'm here, on the back burner playing Xbox Connect Adventures. But now that I have a Wii, right, in 2025, no one really plays the Wii like that anymore. At least no one that I know. And so now it's like, I'm over here getting super excited about like Super Mario Bros. Wii, and everyone else is like, oh yeah, I've played this before. It's like, I haven't though. I haven't played Super Mario Bros. Wii. Let me have my moment. So, with that being said, the next game that I have, of course, Wii Sports. Now, I've always known about Wii Sports. Wii Sports has been, it was the most sold game of, every game for the Wii, for obvious reasons, because it came with the Wii initially when it launched. But, you know, I have a Switch as well, a Switch OLED, and when I got it, I was like, oh yeah, I can relive, like, I can get my childhood back, because I'm playing, like, Nintendo stuff now, right? I was so wrong, because when I downloaded Nintendo Switch Sports, I've seen YouTube videos of Wii Sports. Nintendo Switch Sports does not add up, does not meet the threshold of Wii Sports when it comes to, like, overall quality of the game. I played Wii Sports for the first time when I got the Wii, and it was everything that I expected it to be once again. It was so great. I loved it. It was so nice. I loved it. It's got this charm to it that, like, Nintendo Switch Sports doesn't have. Like, Nintendo Switch Sports is so sterile, man. It's honestly sad. But yeah, Wii Sports, a classic. Next, Wii Sports Resort. Now, Wii Sports Resort, probably the game that I have the most hours on right now. Like, honestly, way more than Wii Sports, like the original. And it's probably got something to do with the fact that it has 12 sports instead of just 5. But they're so refined, you know. Wii Sports Resort is so well refined in comparison with the original Wii Sports. And, like, I don't know, after hearing all the memories that people would have with Wii Sports Resort, like, I had to try it. Like, the whole dog with the frisbee game and the swordplay game, that's the one that I play the most. It's like, that one I have the pro rank already on, because I think I stayed up one night. I was like just on some energy kick. I don't know. I stayed up one night and my arm got so sore with the amount of, like, swinging that I did with this remote. And man, this game, I love this game. Wii Sports Resort. But the next game, right? I'll just show it. We play. Now, we play. It's a pretty decent game. It's nothing to write home about, but it gets the job done in certain aspects. Like, I mean, ping pong, like pool, you know. It's got a couple of games, you know, that are fine. This game, along with 2 other games, were just games that my girlfriend had as a kid. So she was a Wii kid. I was like a PlayStation kid. Not really by choice, but I liked the PlayStation. I just didn't know what else was out there, truly. But she had a Wii as a kid, right? She had a Wii. So she would play on that, like, all the time. But she would do, like, Just Dance and, like, things like that. But she had Wii Play along with 2 other games that I'll be showcasing today. And these games, the next one's actually one of them. I haven't played these games. Apart from Wii Play, I've played Wii Play. But this next one, movies. Epic yarn. I don't really know. I don't really know what this game is about. I've actually yet to play it. If it's a good game, let me know. I've heard good things about it. I've just never actually played it. It was just kind of tossed in the collection because she had it as a kid. But she liked it a lot. I never really... I remember... Oh, this is so weird. I remember the commercials for this game back in the day. And it was one of those things where, like, you kind of just look over it at the time, but then later on in life you're like, oh shit, that game was probably like really good. I just didn't pay attention to it or something. But we'll play that game sometime later, I don't know. This next game though, I've played a lot back in the day. The disc is rattling around in there. This is none other than the original Lego Batman video game. Now, I actually just bought this like 2-3 days ago for like $6 at a thrift store. But this was such an unprecedented game when I was a kid. Like, when I played Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, which, by the way, that will always be my favorite Lego game of all time. Nothing will ever top it. Not even the Skywalker Saga, not Clone Wars, not anything. Nothing is topping the Complete Saga. I know that for a fact. Not even this. But this is really good. Along with Lego Indiana Jones. That was a banger too. But this game, I played almost all the Lego Batmans. I'm trying to get into DC Supervillains. It's okay. I mean, maybe it's because I'm an adult and Lego games just aren't the same anymore. Like, something about this game, just playing through it, beating up bad guys, solving small little puzzles here and there, and collecting characters. Nothing too crazy. It was such an amazing experience. But, like, I don't know, Lego just went ahead and overdid it with the other ones. And it kind of lost its charm, so, you know. But that being said, this game was amazing. And I just got this to pretty much relive memories. I always remembered playing this game, like, overnight, and, you know. Fun fact, real quick. I just remembered this. I have no idea why. I don't know if you can see it. That Poison Ivy girl, for some reason, when I was like 9 years old, I had a crush on this girl. That's stupid as shit. I had a crush on fucking Lego. I don't know how or why. I might edit that up. Super Paper Mario. This is the other game that she had, my girlfriend, as a kid. I've never played Super Paper Mario, obviously, since I didn't have a Wii. I've played a little bit, like maybe an hour or so of this game. I've heard the storyline is really good with this one. Like, like unlike any Mario storyline ever. I don't know. I like classic Mario games, like New Super Mario Bros. Wii or Mario Kart, or but like Paper Mario always seemed like this weird spin-off that didn't need to exist. But maybe I'm totally wrong on that. I don't know. I couldn't really get into Paper Mario. Um, like, I've seen ads for it all the time, but nothing really stuck with me. That's just how it was for me. Like, I never could remember these things. And like, Paper Mario had the sort of same effect that Kirby had for me. Like, I could never get into Kirby games. I could never get into Sonic games, definitely not. Sonic was annoying. The concept of it was annoying for me. I think I played like one Sonic game and I was like, this is like Temple Run with extra steps. Like, I don't understand Sonic. I don't understand why people get into it or how. It's just weird. I mean, like, cool, the hedgehog and other hedgehogs, I think. I don't know. But why? Like, what story is there to tell? It's just a hedgehog who runs and collects rings. I don't know. Maybe I just have to play Sonic. I've only seen Sonic, like, played, and like everyone I've met who was a fan of Sonic, they were not the most favorable type of people. I'll say that. Um, Again, maybe I'm wrong, but who knows. Next game. Mario Kart for the Wii. This game. This game is such a bitch. Oh my god. So, like I said, I have a Switch, and I've been playing for, about like a year or so now since I've had the Switch. Around 2 years, actually. I've been playing 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everyone knows that game. Everyone loves that game. If you don't, you're weird. But everyone loves that game. I love that game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was my first ever introduction to Mario Kart. And that game is awesome. Everything about the game. But one thing that I took for granted having this game was the difficulty level. I heard through the grapevine that Mario Kart Wii was like harder than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'm over here thinking like, how much harder, really? I boot up the game, and like, I don't know, I get this vibe that like, I'm in deep shit now, like, because this is what the veterans play. Like, this is what you play to get good at Mario Kart. So I better be good if I want to. So I boot up the game, right? I start a race. Me and my girlfriend, we played first. It wasn't just me individually. Like, we went a race against each other, right? So, because we both know 8 Deluxe very well, and so we started racing. I don't remember what track it was. Oh no, I remember it was Coconut Mall. That was the most memorable one because that's an 8 Deluxe. So I wanted to try the original Coconut Mall. Oh my god. I bump into like one object, and it's not like 8 Deluxe where you bump into an object and you just kind of like, it eats it, and then it's like, okay, cool. And you just keep accelerating. No. You bump into an object, and you stay there. The car literally is like, oh shit, I bumped into an object, and it takes like 5 seconds to get going again. That's not the case with 8 Deluxe, and definitely not Mario Kart World, if you've seen that gameplay. But the controls are a lot more wonky, because it's mainly like this type of steering. I guess you can use nunchucks, but yeah, so long story short, this game is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. The controls are very clunky, like I said. Rainbow Road was incredibly difficult. I fell off a cliff almost all the time. This was never the case with 8 Deluxe. I never fell off a cliff, but in this game, like every 5 seconds I was falling off a cliff. In the last game, but certainly not the least, in my collection, Super Mario Galaxy. I love this game. This is probably like my favorite game that I've played on the Switch so far. It's not even in the thing because it's actually in the Wii right now. I'm still playing. So when I got my Wii, one of my buddies, he told me, he's like, if you ever were to get one game starting out with the Wii, get Mario Galaxy. And I was like, okay, anyone who's watching right now who's played Mario Galaxy is probably very envious of me because this is my first time playing Mario Galaxy. It's such a wonderful game. Oh my god. I love this game so much. Like, everything. The music. The gameplay. The style of the gameplay. Everything. The mechanics. Like the little like Lumas, Rosalina. Everything is perfect. It's so great. I love this game. And like, this is one of these games where I'm like really wishing that I had a Wii back then, because I didn't. And these kids grew up playing Mario Galaxy in 07, 08, 09, and they have these memories of Super Mario Galaxy, but I don't. And I'm not trying to seem negative here. I just wish that I, shared those memories with like all these people my age, because like I feel left behind. I think that's what it is. I feel really behind in all of this. Um, my girlfriend's never played Mario Galaxy, so we are actually going through this gameplay together, and hopefully, like, the game just gets better and better. I think right now we're on the Flip Switch Galaxy, like we just unlocked that one. We took like one little peek at it, and it looks insane. It looks crazy, but we're trying to play the whole thing through before the Super Mario Galaxy movie that's actually coming out, which is crazy. Like, I got this game not even a month ago, and now there's a movie coming out about it. Imagine, like, you're a kid and you play Super Mario Galaxy as a kid, or you're an adult, right? And you played as a kid. That's what I meant. You had to wait like 15 years at least for for the Galaxy movie to be a thing. You had to wait 15 years, man. And like for me, it just comes out after playing it for the first time ever. Like, I just find that to be so incredibly funny. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is an amazing game. I highly recommend for anyone who's never played it, which is probably no one. Now, as for the games that I want to get, right? I want to get, of course, Mario Galaxy 2, but I want to play through this one first, because I know that one has Yoshi. I want to get Mario Galaxy 2. I want to get Wii Fit, just because, specifically Wii Fit Plus. I want to get that one because that one you have like the board, and like I want to use the board. I want to like do like Wii stuff. I want to play Super Mario Sunshine. I know that's for the GameCube, but I have the Wii that allows you to do GameCube games. So, I want to play that because I've heard good things and bad things about that game. I've heard it's very challenging at times. I've also heard that it's just a good game overall. Weird mechanics, weird voice lines, but nonetheless a good game. I also want to get Luigi's Mansion, like the original one, for sure. But that one costs like $60. It's like actually insane. Like, yeah. But I want to get that one. I'm actually really looking forward to getting Luigi's Mansion. I want to get that one because, I've never played a Luigi's Mansion game, of course. Not even on the Switch. Because I know they have 2 and 3, but I want to play the original one, maybe Super Smash Bros. Brawl or Melee or whatever. Whichever one. I wasn't really a big Smash guy, seeing the commercials and all. I can never get into Smash, Kirby, Sonic. Like, I think I'm mentioned Paper Mario. Definitely Pokemon. I can never get into that. Still to this day, can't get into Pokemon. I don't understand it. I wish, low key, I was into Pokemon because then I would be able to make more friends, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's more of a social thing than anything, but I wish I was into Pokemon more. Stuff like that. But um, I think that's all the Wii games that I want to get as of right now. I can't think of any more. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.